Hey everybody, welcome to Think Econ in my e-classroom on macroeconomics. I'm Richie Jones, and today we'll be discussing the different types of economic systems. We have free market economies or capitalist societies, and we have centrally planned economies or socialist societies like Cuba, North Korea, China, etc. What distinguishes capitalism from socialism is the way in which the country attempts to accomplish its economic goals. Every country, whether capitalist or socialist, has the same goals, which are a low level of unemployment, price stability, economic growth, and a fair distribution of the nation's wealth. In order to reach their goals, each country must answer three questions. Number one, what will the nation produce? Number two, how will the nation produce its goods? And number three, who will receive what the nation produces? Let's start with the output question. What will the nation produce? A free market economy would allow the market to decide what consumer capital good trade-off best meets the economy's optimal output level. They would produce consumer goods and capital goods somewhere on the production possibilities curve. In a command economy, the government would not allow the market to dictate the production levels of consumer and capital goods, but would dictate the production levels of each, much like they were running a company. There may be some inefficiencies by the government trying to dictate production levels at such a large scale, and there are definitely reduced incentives for the workers. But we won't get into the pros and cons of either side in this lecture. The next question is the input question, or how will the nation produce its goods? Economies have two choices: either labor-intensive production, that's human capital or human labor, and capital-intensive production like machines. The free market would allow the business to use a combination of labor and capital that best benefits the individual business. In other words, what combination allows the individual business owner to maximize their profits? Adam Smith would argue by allowing each business to maximize its individual profit, the overall societal welfare increases because the businesses have incentive to be their best through competition, which creates increased quality and lower prices for the consumers. Smith called this the invisible hand. On the other hand, the command economy prefers a labor-intensive workforce because when meeting the goal of a low level of unemployment, it chooses to be as close to zero unemployment as possible, which seems like a good thing, but may lead to some unintended consequences, which we'll talk about in a different video lecture. The third question is the distribution question, or who will receive the nation's wealth, or how will the nation's wealth be distributed? There are two different schools of thought when it comes to distribution of wealth. We have libertarian fairness, which states that each citizen has the right to own property free of government interference. In other words, everybody eats what they kill. It puts the responsibility of accumulating wealth on the citizen. On the other end of the spectrum from libertarian fairness is what we call egalitarian fairness. Egalitarian fairness states that each citizen deserves a piece of the nation's wealth because they are part of the human race. The degree to which a country believes in egalitarian fairness dictates which end of the continuum the country would fall on the socialist side. The more the country distributes an equal amount to citizens, the more leftist the country would fall on the continuum, probably landing in centralized socialism bordering on communism. The less the country distributes the nation's wealth in an equal manner, the more the country probably moves towards the middle of the continuum, placing it in the realm of a social democracy or even to the capitalist side of the continuum as a welfare state. We will talk more about the specific types of economic systems in a different lecture. The important thing for now is to know that the free market economy will align itself with libertarian fairness, and the command economy or socialist country will align with more of an egalitarian concept in distributing the nation's wealth. Remember, we'll have more videos on specific topics we discussed within this video, but for now, these are the basic concepts of different economic systems. I hope this helped you. In 1.3, we'll discuss the production possibilities curve. See you there.